Right, so we get to jump straight into the loading screen. I really should just preload this game at this point. But where's the fun in that? Give me a few minutes to have a sip of some drink, or in this case Pepsi Max, and you know, just watch the symbols. Yeah, so today we're going into the new area that's added in 3.1 because we need to get Catherine unpossessed. Yeah, that's very inconvenient timing, to be fair, but once you've got Catherine unpossessed, we can finish the story quest that we were doing yesterday. And after we finish the new area, we will have likely unlocked the new character stuff. Just get to enjoy the loading screen in the meantime. Pyro, Hydro, Animo, Electro, Dendro, Cryo, Geo. Oh, I remember them. Actually kind of shocked. Although I still get tempted to call, I think, Hydro and Pyro different things. Oh yeah, we get to see what the pyramids over there. Probably. Why is OBS unhappy? Now it's happy. No, now it's unhappy. Now it's... Please OBS. It's just all over the place. Just give it a second to calm down. If it will. Okay, we're back to green. Right, okay, I'm gonna assume it's fine. So I can check if it's in sync now. Yep, and with that we can go do daily quests. Okay, it's been in a Zoom, so it should be fine. We don't have to worry about being here. 60%? 70%? Those are shockingly high numbers. Yeah, so I need to go back into this area to find out where this actually is. Although I have these 3 new ones to get. I think I'll go as much as in the new quest as I can. Or not as I can, but until we reach the point where Catherine's no longer possessed, so I can go back to complete the story quest from before. And then we can go on to doing more of that stuff. Of course, if it doesn't take the entire quest, that is. What rumour? Yep. These people leave the bad signs at the shrine to rid themselves. If you throw the baskets to the top of the tree, your bad luck. Oh no. I mean, it's free money. Can't we just clear the edge to solve the problem? Right. Sure. We get to keep the money though. Oh wait, are the... That edge wasn't too bad. There's one bit of debris. We got a giant tree in the way. Another bit there. That's strange. Right, no, it's fine. One there. Where's the last one? Is it back? No. Oh. Yep. I haven't done this for a while. Yep. Yeah, we got a fortune slip. Can you please decipher this? Attitude. Nothing. Oh, what? Guess I wasn't supposed to do that. I forget where it's put. Here it is. Modest fortune. Air pressure was a little low, which makes you think back far into your past. Memories of your long-lost youth and friends with whom you have lost contact come to mind. They bring with them a touch of nostalgia and a hint of sadness. It is good to remember the past once in a while. May it help you calm your mind and face the future. Your lucky object for the day. Fresh mint. Whenever you see the vegetation, there is mint. Wherever there is vegetation, there is mint. In this sense, mint is one of the most resilient life forms in the world. It is said that it even grows amid the snow of Mondstadt's highest mountain. That bloody mountain, I never want to go there. How's the tree doing? Ooh. Wait, does that mean we... Oh, we're one off. 2 off. Okay. 4. Technically. Reach level 37 to unlock 37. What the? That's insane. Sure. Crystal marrow. How much of this do I have? Resources. Isn't alphabetic? Notification is so loud. That's crystal fly thing. Crystal cores even. Oh, it's here. 26. Not as much as I probably want, but. I don't think I have anyone that currently uses crystal marrow, to be fair, either. And now how do we get it here? There was a boat thing. Yes, there was. I was getting the ability to become a boat. It's a bit blocked in. Yeah, I'm not sure if this would be faster or not. By the time I've gone all the way around here, and then proceed to beach the boat. Oh, there's a lane I'm mulling of as well.
You're open. Verdict is.
This person's having a bit of trouble.
This oversized.
Just like we rehearsed.
Wind blade. Disappear.
I got careless.
Yeah.
I got careless.
Yeah.
Have a little taste.
Pick a new job. Top floor. Retribution.
I got careless.
Off with you. Have a taste of this. Wind blade.
Alright, that's this awful day challenge done. Helichar Towers, opponent. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't the worst. I mean, dogs. This is quite nice and sad. What hit me?
With the wind! Verdict is...
But why did they? But why did you aim for the boxes? That's the difficult ones done.
Let's dance. Yeah. 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 Oh. Yeah. 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 I'll protect you.
I mean, it's free house. Just standing in the hill and then just. Oh, it's dead. Well. Bad doggies here, don't say.
Go, Barbara, go!
There's 3 here currently and there's no others. I'm guessing there's gonna be a big one.
Time for retribution! Wind blade! Disappear!
Let's dance. Hi. Yeah. Hi.
Why are they all the way over there?
Burn!
Let the show begin. Fight this on yourself.
First wasn't too bad. Why are these not hitting me? There we go. Where is the city? There.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra.
There we go. That's everything done. I think there's just about a pass, which is now done. And we can go on with... Oh, it's temporary things. Wait, why is that there? Anyway, we can get back to doing this. Do I not have a... Oh. I just assumed enough time would have passed. Maybe it did pass, I just went past the limit.
Here she comes! Satari is here!
Okay, I was always expecting her just to come out of one of the pots. This is a lot more disappointing.
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say. Paimon's starting to feel kinda nervous. Okay, let's go. Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
Oh wait, we're possessing them. I forgot about that.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
Oh, the cats aren't happy.
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Oh no. I mean it's Sumeru, so what? It's probably got an RU on the end, right? Why is open? Let's go with the RU assumption. Please be correct.
Are you sure? Those aren't ringing a bell for some reason.
Well,
Actually, they have many names. Which names I use depends on my mood.
Huh, I see. I imagine that must be hard for the kitties, too.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
yeah, we're great at this.
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
This does not seem stealthy at all.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Gods have spoken. Sure.
Sorry, your new laugh is just so hilarious. I couldn't help it.
Oh, please pay no mind to those kinds of details. The gods are asking. Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. Oh, the gods seem to be truly upset.
I guess I forgot about this bit.
I'm sorry. I know I
But
failed
there's
the
something wrong
gods.
about doing this.
Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, the Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Oh, wait a second. The Scarlet King passed away a long time ago. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire,
Don't
it's
tell
all
me
just
we're
a
gonna
misinformation
pose as a-
campaign from the academia. How can the
Nah.
Scarlet King still exist in real life?
Yeah, resurrection is a misinformation campaign. Are you really that shocked?
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry, I must go now.
Wait!
Strange, I felt like I was being
Oh.
watched.
She just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset too.
Well, maybe
Well done.
home's a tough place.
Sitaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss.
Are you sure about
something
that?
she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her? That must have shaken her to the core.
He's confused.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all. All I know are some abstract Harvard-taught theories. And in any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything. Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sitaria. He's out of Keems now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
Okay, there is nowhere to hide here, let's be honest.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Masonry?
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
He's walking more.
Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit. Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So,
I'm not sure how that would
who are
help.
you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the Scarlet King?
I...
I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert. Yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of the Scarlet King?
She's surely
What's
gonna
so
find this
strange
somewhat
about becoming a
suspicious.
believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
Before I knew it, I really started getting into the role. Wasn't too harsh.
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Sataria.
Now brilliant.
But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Come on! Sataria's already started talking.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately? Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
No.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
We'll just done a bit of drama as well.
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the Scarlet King as well.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
I think that definitely did the trick.
Even now, Sataria's still trying to run from her problems.
No, I think you should push a bit
She
harder.
can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
For what?
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matra right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Miss Sataria, nothing is impossible.
This must
You
be like
know
a
my name?
nightmare for her.
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria.
Why
You
is she
tread a
enjoying
treacherous
this?
path,
I'm literally
and the
torturing
longer
this
you
poor
ignore
person.
it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
She's really not gonna like us.
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of the Scarlet King. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
Follow your heart.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your
Don't
research
know
while
if we're
carrying such
helping
heavy feelings
at
of
all.
guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet King? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some
Mistakes is
assistance
a
in
bit
this
of a
matter, perhaps it could serve as a
incorrect
form of
way of putting
atonement.
it.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation. Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Convinced. That's one way of putting it.
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zeru's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get
That's got me
access to the
curious.
confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha. Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
The academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because
Also,
it'll
just
draw
trusting
more
the guard.
scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the God of Wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. He's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've
I'm pretty
made
sure
plans to
having
meet
everyone
again
around her
tomorrow
stay
evening,
to join the Scarlet
all we
King
can do is pray
isn't
for
really a
Sataria's
good
mission to
thing
go
to
off
do.
without a hitch. Pray? But if we're
Should a
going
bit
to
of
pray to the
break
gods,
from
aren't we
things.
just praying to you?
We're just gonna
God of
overlook
Wisdom
that.
and Guardian of the Scholars? No. The truth is the true Guardian of Scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
Wait, do we get Cass? No, we don't get Catherine back. Wait for the following night. There we go. And there. Meet up with Nahida. Hello, Catherine.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right? That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Can't we just call her Nahida?
We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the Academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
Hmm.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
Don't you feel like something's off? What?
Off? What do you feel is off?
Oh no.
It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
No, I think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Setaria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
I also can't
that
quite
seems a bit
figure out why
far-fetched.
things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
We're not wearing a cash
regardless,
town, so be
As long
fine.
as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
Just a question of what is going on.
Huh. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Setaria managed to distract all the guards.
But the children are out. They're not out definitely because of the cash terminals, it would seem. Oh, the old lady's out. Then does she have a terminal? Oh, she does. Maybe I was wrong then. Wait. Where is the... We're going... Let's just go up. Yeah, okay, this is the right way.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
This is very concerning.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Oh, for f***'s sake.
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
Oh no, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
We Leave now.
jump.
You need to get out of here.
But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here!
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru. Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Why did the fucking Fatui have to be here? You know, just for once, can we not have to deal with those fucking people?
This should be far enough. Whew. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her.
I mean, she can jump.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that someone who once got expelled from the Academia came back recently. And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue.
Yeah, now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui.
Not necessarily.
What are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis?
Well, considering he said that was an experiment, I'm assuming he just wants to use the terminal to
Things
brainwash
would be
people.
a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right?
I mean, we can.
You mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia Forest? That has to be the same project! Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Ooh. Catherine's available. Okay, before we go there, let's go complete the crab quest.
Anyway, so the contaminated region turned out to be a ley line effluence deep in the forest. Things are already getting back to normal.
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the excess ley line energy dissipates from the air, we should be able to make an announcement for residents to resume their normal activities. This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
After leaving the Adventurers Guild, Paimon takes you to a quiet place.
Is Karkata going to be sent back to the Academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking about it getting disassembled. Oh, then how about we find Tainari tomorrow and ask him not to do that? Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tainari said that we would discuss matters tomorrow. We'll probably make him mad if we go now, huh?
Maybe?
Alright then, we'll find Tainari tomorrow and tell him not to disassemble Karkata.
Now, what are the chances this is in Gandharville? Gandharville? The clock does take a while.
How are you feeling? Sleep well?
Wait, we didn't even sure. Wait, we're at the garden place. This is a very nice place.
Shh, keep your voice down. The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thameliaceae, has a strong anticonvulsant effect, can be made into an anesthetic powder. Extrapolating from these two datasets, it would be particularly potent against Piscine species. Hey, make sure you're getting all this down.
What?
Karkata?
Oh, I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
You didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
But Paimon thought you said, according to the Academia's policy.
I mean, he isn't part of the
So
academia.
that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine, I suppose I wasn't clear enough about this yesterday.
Open.
What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place.
Oh.
Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spontama. Who knew it would prove useful one day? We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the Avidya Forest. I have a duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world has meaning, and Karkata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great! Wait, you just said life form. You recognize Karkata as a true living being now?
The possibility exists, is all. It's hard to explain Karkata's efforts to repair Abatui. Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed? Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Karkata is a real life form. But the possibility exists. I am willing to believe in that. By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place is relatively secluded. But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think?
Good luck. There we go. At least it was a happy ending, sort of. Ah, crappy. Early folk. What? One of the many group photos Hanari's always had the same expression, doesn't seem to be interested in taking pictures. Wait, where is that? Oh, it's here. It's
When
Hanari.
people at the Academia included me in a group photo, they would also send me a copy. I have zero interest in group photos, but I also wouldn't just throw them away. I stored them all in a box. After coming back yesterday, I looked through them and found one with Abatui. I gave it to Karkata, and it seemed happy. That's good enough.
I have no idea where it stores those things, but you know. Has good intentions. Anyway, I suppose it's time we get back to Kentaro Village. I'm glad it ended on a more or less positive note. Actually, is there a... Yes, there is. I'd say probably worth visiting one of these to get some health back before you go running into something. Alright, these are completely smashed still. I forgot about that. Yeah, because I only have, well, I haven't actually given it any, Dendrochluses? Yeah, that's the one. Ooh, come back. No, no. I thought they typically spawned more. Well. Okay, that's something I'd be interested in.
Hold it right there! A blonde-haired traveler and a floating fairy. We've got you all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as the Outcast.
So the Doctor.
The Outcast? An outcast from the Academia? But why wouldn't the Doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Yeah, local mercenaries are better technically, because you won't notice the Fatui for one.
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up soon enough. Get them!
Well, at least I hear it up. I just pray isn't a great idea to do it in the middle of a forest. Well, I mean, the entire place hasn't burned down.
Windblade.
Wait, is this dog called Sag? Why are they called a dog Sag?
Let's dance.
With the wind!
Let the show begin.
There we
It isn't
go.
over yet. Here comes reinforcements.
Windblade! Come on!
Let's dance.
dear, they seem to have
That was
fallen.
pretty rough. Is that what elite mercenaries are like?
If that's what they're like, then they're atrocious.
Yeah, looks like we'll have to keep our guards up. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Tainari? Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
Oh, actually, let's just see what this does.
Is this an answer from this world?
Hello, Sag. Good puppy. Why did they call it that? Can't these forest ranges be a little clearer? Spores, pollen, how do they expect anyone to understand what they're saying? Sure, it's not like I just murdered a bunch of your people or anything.
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here? Kale, it's nice to see you again. Are you doing all right?
To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks. As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
Oh, Kale.
Seems that curating saw their only chance.
Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him.
Oh, Master Tainari? He just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago.
Of course he did.
He was headed to Party's DI.
Let me just...
He left? But isn't Tainari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia Forest? He even turned down the Sage's invitation.
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time, though.
Oh, so he knows.
No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule. To leave in such a hurry? I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of.
Yeah, I'd say that considers...
Master
Very
Tainari
hard,
originally
but just a bit
studied in the
urgent.
Amorta Darshan of the Academia, and Partis DI is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses have been planted there for research. I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tainari once spent a long time conducting research at Partis DI.
A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tainari just decided to work on all of a sudden. Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI.
Yeah, take care of yourself.
Don't worry, I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tainari, please send him my regards.
Sure.
Got it. Will do. See you later, Kale.
Go to the greenhouse. Wait, Catherine? You're here?
Wait! Look who it is!
Nahida.
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you.
Yeah?
Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion, but you're ruining the moment.
It's worth to double check.
Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the Doctor has shown that his technology can apparently even control human minds. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up and I was facing the Doctor by myself. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy.
Yeah.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point.
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people alright?
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information into their minds. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still within my power to fix.
Oh, so it can get
Luckily,
worse.
I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he was about to capture me.
Whew. What a relief. The doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but good thing we had Nahida with us.
I wouldn't be relieved just yet. I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds, which means we've lost another one of our trump cards. Also, the doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he captures my consciousness inside the Akasha.
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? He's still at the Academia, so it's possible he already started messing with the Akasha.
I suppose there's some urgencies and
Feels like he's toying with us. What a nasty piece of work. Plus,
aren't all the
the
doing.
doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui.
We shouldn't give up hope just yet. Let's try to find another way to attack this problem.
Actually, Nahida, how did you know we were trying to get to Party's DI? Have you been waiting for us?
Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's elemental energy, so I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were moving in.
What?
You didn't come here for sightseeing, right? Did you find any leads?
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach out to him. Why don't you come inside with us and see what we can find?
Okay, let's just hope we won't get him into trouble.
And there's the daily login reward. Here's just more, but never hurts, I suppose. Can't see if Krabby's in here or not. No, it doesn't appear to be. Krabby! I think Krabby's my favourite character.
Traveler? It is you!
Ah! The voice! It's Hypatia!
Yeah, why yeah?
What a pleasant surprise!
I mean, I didn't
It's
caught
so
in
nice
the
to
mess
see the
up.
two of you again.
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the... what's
Okay.
it called? Satyavada life?
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends. You've come at just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... you're not in training anymore? Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Paripurna life?
What do you think? My consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it! Congratulations!
Doubtful.
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last! When my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was!
Maybe it did
Sounds
happen.
incredible!
Sure, we'll talk more next time.
All right. Actually, please wait. I haven't forgotten my promise to you.
What was that?
Remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul once I gained deeper insights. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
As long as it doesn't involve a cash terminal, I'll go along with it.
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give it a try, I'll do my best to protect your consciousness during the process.
Hold on. I brought some Spirit-born ale with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
We're using that incense again?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Okay.
Ready?
Nope.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies.
The doctor,
My
I guess?
fury will never be quelled. The first to betray me was a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded. The second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said good riddance. I denounced the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
Well, that seems bad.
What was that?
Yeah, it wasn't either of those, it was...
Did we actually just see the
Yeah,
Balladeer's
maybe it
memories?
wasn't the doctor, but it was
Everything
the other
matches
one.
what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia was talking about?
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic god! Such a noble will! Such sublime emotion! Alas, shame. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart. Oh, great and merciful God!
I don't think
Please
that...
grant me forgiveness and salvation!
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no Puripurna life, but rather...
Yeah.
You... Why are you so mean to me? Why is everyone hiding from me? I found divine wisdom. Shouldn't I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait, Have I already lost my mind?
Seems a bit that way, I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, something isn't right.
Again. What is going on?
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no. Something feels different. You're back!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
What happened?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed. After that, Tainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here.
Didn't just transfer her mind. Whoops.
What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body? Wait, then where is Nahida's consciousness? Where is she now?
An orb.
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. She said, "The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies."
Oh no! Nahida's trapped in the sanctuary of Surasthana for good this time. Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
A code that only we know.
Oh,
What?
that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything without him knowing. She's being extra careful. Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies. Huh. Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from the alchemical divination at the Sub-Zero's festival. Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
So the moon's Nahida, the starlight's the people of the desert, illusion and lies refers to the Academia's plans.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
I'd be more worried about her.
Paimon, you said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the Traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit complicated, so it's really hard for us to explain right now.
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, safe to say I have witnessed that for myself.
Yeah, it's
I've
a bit
spent some time
messy.
with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on your side, so...
Don't know how we got into this mess.
I trust you.
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question. What do you know about the project that the sages have been working on?
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals, so I eventually declined. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Oh.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body?
Turning... Oh, that's what they call the Balladeer. Into... Wait, the Academia's helping the Balladeer... God help us all.
What?
Do you have any evidence?
Nascent god under construction. Hypatia also showed us a so-called divine consciousness. Describe what you saw when you exchanged consciousnesses with Nahida.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis Dii and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord
Why would they want to
Kusanali,
replace her with a
but I still
Tui
didn't
member?
expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation.
Yeah, this one makes absolutely no sense. You're replacing... You're not even replacing God that died, you're just making a new one. Kind of pointless. Yeah, probably.
The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have 2 Fatui Harbingers in Sumeru. Sounds like we're in for a bad time.
Yeah, you don't
From
say.
your description, I don't think they've completed their project. There may still be room for us to intervene. But then, what is the connection between creating a new god and restoring Irminsul?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals.
Maybe the Fatui promised them that.
Right. We've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about you, Tainari? What are you going to do?
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help Hypatia. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. That'll be your fastest route. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help. May the spirit of wisdom go with you.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully Hypatia will feel better soon. We're off then.
Off to the desert we go, then. Okay. Hopefully this doesn't go to a cutscene. It hasn't. I'll go grab a drink real quick, so I'll be back in a second. Ish. Ready to say a minute. Okay, be back. What are the chances you want to run into some mercenaries here? Is there any secret chest here?
We finally made it to Caravan Reebok. It's pretty lively here. So, just past this wall is the desert, huh? Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right?
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Huh?
Over here.
Oh, Haytham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
It never ends when we're with him. Oh.
What the... Where did he go? How did we lose him? They were just here a second ago.
More Eremite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time? Anyway, Traveler, it seems like we were being followed again.
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago.
Wouldn't be the first time.
There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of personal favors. All I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the Academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Al-Haytham. We never thought we'd run into you here. Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the Academia? Wait, don't tell Paimon that you're here to take us back on their orders!
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the Academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect it. However, had I wished to turn you over to the Academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh, right. You do have a point.
But yeah, what was your involvement with that?
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar,
okay.
I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer.
Wait, so you're looking for... why?
Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Unfortunately, I've run into some difficulties. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the bottom of this, I must understand how the capsule first came to be. Which brings me back to you, and why you're so interesting. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the Divine Knowledge Capsule right in front of you, and upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some time. To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something. Are you interested at all in sharing what you've been hiding from me?
Must be because I was shocked to hear those words again.
Al-Haytham, you really have castle. What kind of person even notices or remembers stuff like that?
You don't want to get dragged into this, I'm gonna be honest.
That's your answer. Well, I do work for the Academia after all. So considering that, it is indeed wise to keep your cards close to your chest. But that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the Divine Knowledge Capsule. Am I right?
Yeah, well, we'll be getting out
No
of it.
matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own. Speaking of, you two are also headed to the desert?
That's right. We have the same plan as you. But we don't really have any concrete
Yeah, I
goals.
thought we'd make a sandcastle.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have more resources and intel than anywhere else. Well, would you like to head there together?
Sure.
It's always better to travel with someone you know. Let's go!
What's gonna happen along the way? This is one where I can't teleport, isn't it? Oh, although it has got a statue in it, so can't complain much in that regard. Ooh. This place already looks awful. I can just imagine how you'd feel like walking around here. Just the amount of sand in your shoes. Oh, it'd be horrendous. The statue's down there, there's a waypoint up there. I kind of want to get to the waypoint first. Oh, actually, it might work if I use this. Might have enough speed just to go over. Then the question remains, how do we get... Ooh, hold on a minute. Ignoring going up. Oh, I might actually be up. Oh, the frames do not like this area. Let me guess, it's up there. Won't be in here. No, okay, it definitely won't be in here. What's in the house though? Any books? Any books? Any books? They're just like, what? Who the hell's barged into my house? I'm gonna say any books. No books. Guess we'll go to the statue then. wonder if it lowers that. Okay, I'm sorry, but raining sand on your city does not sound like a fun time. Oh, imagine how dry your eyes might get. Can I? Oh.
Is this an answer?
That's the mechanic in this area, or a mechanic at least.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
Oh, I thought it crashed.
Sino.
That's one way
Unless
to make
my
names, I
memory
suppose.
fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Oh,
Part of
Hatham,
academia.
do not think you can escape my judgment, just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Who is that, Alhaitham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia. He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
That
You
sounds
seem to
even.
have placed a lot of trust in Alhaitham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth. I have been pursuing this scribe for a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there will be consequences.
Yeah, I don't trust him that much. I mean, he's kind of useful though, like friends in high places, or in this case, morally dodgy places. But still, he gets the job done.
Has Alhaitham done something wrong? Paimon doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things.
I
Hatham,
said how much too trusting.
I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Wait, the divine knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious? If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the Academia?
No, it's on the stage is banned.
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two! Ugh. What should we do, Trevor?
Why do you always get caught up in
Paimon
those
feels like we can't
arguments?
trust either of them.
No.
Ahem. Well, look at you two, acting all tough and self-righteous over there.
Wait, Dia?
And now it's a trio.
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here. Otherwise, these two are gonna start fighting again!
Yeah, sure looks that way. Two giants from the academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big
Oh, I thought she
brains
was gonna
with
watch them
self-righteous
fight.
morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Still looking for an opportunity to attack.
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
And one of them vanishes.
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong. Is this a sandstorm? Paimon's gonna get blown away!
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Hey! All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover!
Someone's calling for us! Oh, this wind is too strong! Let's get over there!
That sounded like Candace. Come on, you two. Jeez, are all of you academia folks such hard work? Move it!
All right, stop yelling.
Why just like drop it already?
Well, this is pretty awkward. Hey, wanna play sardines with 3 people who wanna tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of Aru Village.
Our savior has come at last! Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's Paimon. Thank you so much for helping us.
Yeah, you're a very nice person.
There's no need to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets rough.
Wow, she's so gentle and caring, like a nice older sister. Unlike those guys over there.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, we should return to the topic at hand. As a
Which
guardian
is?
charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar, even before the sandstorm started. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose no threat whatsoever to us. So please, have an honest and sincere conversation with one another, and put your hostile feelings to rest. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Noted.
On second thought, Paimon may have misjudged Candace's character.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia. Do I make myself clear?
All right, we got it, Candace.
That's what I like to hear. So, which of you will begin?
I was supposed to be a mediator, but I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be a mediator?
That was more encouraging the show.
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
I'm sorry, what?
Huh? Exile yourself?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself.
Shocking.
I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. He even said to me, "The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us."
So they really are up to no good.
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge.
Yeah, it sounds
the
about right
vows
for
that we
them.
took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer
Look at them, we're all
judgment
doing
by
the same
my
thing
own
now.
name.
Sino seems to have the same goal as us. We're all investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot less scary.
Is it too early to trust him?
Well, Sino, if that's your story, then why did you see Al-Haytham as a target?
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Do you dispute this, Al-Haytham?
What?
Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler.
Al-Haytham!
After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information, namely that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it. Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
I see.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
Wait, so what about when you
I'd already
found
given
me?
up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything.
Well, it did
So
appear.
it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
Did we?
That's true. Alhaitham helped us out at Caravan Rebot as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you. I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
You should be well aware, Scribe Alhaitham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
I doubt it.
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia. Do you really think they would tell me anything?
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
At least you just get
As you
along.
wish.
Mm-hmm. Good. I'm glad to see you two clearing up your misunderstandings. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out.
Wow. Okay.
My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru Village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill from there.
Is that all? Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all so much, Candace.
What was that?
Whoa! What was that sound?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home. I'll take a quick trip outside to clear out some of those creatures in the sandstorm.
Creatures? In the sandstorm? Are you sure you don't want some backup?
Fighting in a sandstorm is not for the faint-hearted. Anyone without extensive training in these conditions is at a disadvantage. You needn't worry.
Yeah, just leave him to Candace. Don't worry, she's as tough as they come.
After a while, the winds outside begin to calm.
The winds died down. That means the sandstorm's over, right?
Probably.
Candace still isn't back yet, though. Is she alright? Maybe we should go out and check on her.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the floor.
Mercenaries, maybe? There is so much stuff here. I still don't know where this thing is supposed to be. It really is just in a limbo of a location. Saying that it could just be right on top of there. Which means it'll be a hard thing to get to. I suppose it's actually quite vertical. Is that the abyss or water? Well, let's not find out.
Oh, Candace, you're still fighting? You've been out here dealing with these creatures the entire time?
Yes.
Of
They
course
just
it's
keep
dogs.
coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it, even the sandstorm had stopped.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. But here's two big ones.
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have something to take my anger out on.
It's been quite a while since I've seen the Flame Mane in action. I'll leave these to you then.
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Why do I have to join in? Oh, got my head there. Just quickly go crystal line.
I'll protect us.
Wind blade.
Let me just try and wait for Barbara's ability to get back up.
Here comes another wave.
Um,
When are they ever gonna let up?
Say a second wave.
Wind blade.
Let's dance.
What? That was it.
The creature stopped appearing. Was that the last of them?
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm. So we should be safe for the time being.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
Huh? Who are you?
Ah, my apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I had my hands full taking care of the
that's why you
village's
were in your
elderly
house.
and children. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Well, sorry for the trouble.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now. May I ask if such sandstorms are common?
I can't say they've always been common, but recently the storms have become increasingly severe and frequent. Besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these unusual natural phenomena are related to the withering of Irminsul.
Another effect of Irminsul's withering. So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest, and sandstorms and earthquakes here in the desert?
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul's present state.
Everyone in Aru village needs to take good care of themselves.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village
What's
keeper?
that?
Who are they? Village guards like Candace?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru village refers to mad scholars, exiled here by the Academia.
Oh.
Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity after a period of training in the Avidia forest. The Academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask me, it's all a boatload of nonsense.
Yeah, that was Hypertypesia.
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, the village keepers have been mysteriously disappearing without a trace. But no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around the village for the next few days, I'd appreciate it if you could keep an eye out for them.
I've had encounters with those people in the past. I'll see what I can do to help.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them, Are you trying to alleviate your guilt and atone for your past sins? I'm fascinated by how you think.
Mock me if you will, but if you are guilty, I will eliminate you, regardless of my position or identity.
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of investigations. Thank you for your help.
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. First they lose their sanity, now this! We need to help get them back home, safe and sound. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
That's why it's a great opportunity to watch him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. No doubt you will do a better job than some of my former subordinates. Let's start by finding a spot to share what we know so far.
Okay, well, I think before we go any further, I will call it a night today because I do need to go off to bed. So, yeah. We'll do the final wishes and also collect the rest of this stuff. Let's talk about sand piles. There's also some achievements to collect. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. Okay. Soul transpose. Share sensor with the healer through possessing... Okay. Be viewed as the savior of the world by the citizens of... Right. Wait, daughter... Is that his actual name? I suppose. The god gazes back. Witness Scaramouche's past after being connected to the divine consciousness. Right. And with that, on to the final wishes. So, how many do we purchase? I'm going to go for like 3. That seems like a decent amount. Okay, got a 5-star on that recently. I think we'll do some weapon banner wishes, why not? So, wish number 1. Wish number 2. Yeah. This is not more disappointing than I expected. Wish number 3. I suppose positive things we can actually buy another wish. So, Stardust Exchange, purchase one of these. And last wish. Please. Really? I'm gonna check my history on this. When was the last time I got something from it? White screen. Oh, actually that wasn't too long ago, to be fair. Character event wish and character event wish 2. Yeah, I got Chi-Chi on that one. Apparently... yesterday. Anyway. Now that that's done, it's time for me to say goodbye. So, thanks for tuning in, and try not to hit the mouse button this time. So yeah, thanks for watching, and good night.